Well, well, well. Here we are. I think someone was asking a question. Well, well, well. Here we are. I think someone was asking a question. Yo, what's up, X4? What's up, JP? Yo, JP. Today is the fucking day, bro. I'm locked the fuck in. I'm locked in, bro. Bullish or bearish? I'll go off the bat and I'll say like it's not that clear. So I'm not gonna be holding a super long shit. There's a guy with the name Gatie who has mad views. You know him? My brother. Yeah, I know him. That guy's my brother. I'll go off the bat and I'll say like it's not that clear. So Ooh, I have my stream open. Um, the most important things in play here is the daily fair value gap right here. Hate when London runs. Was it London or was it like just pre AM? Like I think the move started like 7 a.m. I remember waking up at 5 and I was like, yeah, let me check. Yeah, London was pretty tight. But then like right at 6:30 a.m. Um, which I guess it's pre-market overnight, so same shit. Um, this is very bearish price action right now. The only thing like I need to consider here is like, are we just retracing into longs or are we straight out reversing? That's the question I have in mind. You still trading turtle soup? If I see a nice turtle soup entry, but I never just market sell or buy. My turtle soup entry is modified. I have two entry models, like one just the fair value gap, and one is turtle soup based. Um, for the turtle soup one, I wait for SMT and then a change of state in delivery, and I'll enter on the first order block, the first candle that entered a key level. I'll show you in like 30 seconds if you're curious. Like literally the first candle, like let's just say hypothetically that this green candle, let me make it, uh, like let's say this candle right here, this candle right here entered a key level. I'd wait for this, and then if there was I would need SMT, otherwise I don't trade turtle soup. So if there was SMT here, this red candle's key level, as soon as the high gets closed over, I'm in. So like right there, and then inversion is the plus, and I would just long on the order block high, stop loss SMT low. That's my turtle soup model. I wouldn't be worried about reversals right now personally. You think it's continuing higher, you're saying? We reached into OTE on the daily dealing range. Let's see if there's a 4-hour SMT at the high. That's what I was trying to see. Yeah, there is. So same one we marked the week. Same one we anticipated yesterday. There's a 4-hour SMT. Now it's not at the ultimate highs, but it's still valid, right? We made a lower high. ES made a higher high. So ES swept liquidity, and so far it's displacing. But like, the question is, how far? Right? It looks like we're already gonna invert this. The next drawn liquidity would just be the next fair value gap. Oh, you're bearish? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, when I said reversal, I mean like on the daily chart, are we just retracing into a fair value gap to go higher, or are we um I'm bearish. I'm leaning towards shorts. But like I said, it's not clear. I know Thursday will be clear, but because originally I was anticipating this high to get taken. I was expecting some of these highs to get taken. Um Seasonal tendency for May is bearish overall. But the OTE of the daily dealing range plus this candle wick that formed SMT, you treat this like a fair value gap. We respected the 50%. And then there's the order block as well. It's bearish. The only thing telling me it's bullish is the daily bullish fair value gap. Which even then, I don't necessarily expect a sharp reaction off of right after. Right off of. Is what I mean. I think that the fact that it's trading below right now is a good sign that it'll continue lower. Although ES isn't. But I'm going to stick towards my bearish bias because there's way more confluences and there's the 4-hour SMT at the highs. So now that I'm leaning towards shorts, I haven't done this in a while, but let's mark out the Asia consolidation. So Asia's currently high of day or no? No, it's London. Okay. London high of day. Is there a SMT there? Because that would just really confirm it for me. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yeah, this looks pretty bearish. Daily buys is at a premium though, so I wouldn't even consider it. You wouldn't even consider longs. Yeah, that's another thing too. That's another thing. There's too many things too. But yeah, you could just stop right there. Um, this is like, yeah. This is good. And the seasonal tendency is bearish. Can you also teach me about the inversion fair value gap? I'm gonna assume you're Vedant. I will teach you about the inversion and I'll teach you about the SMT. You were asking about the SMT, right? I'll show you right now. So I'll quickly go over my bias before I look for my entry. So on the daily time frame, fuck, I always do this shit wrong. This is the current dealing range. Dealing range, not range, dealing range. It's not the same thing. And shit. Oh, this is Kira. I got you, bro. Okay, I'll show you about the how I use inversion. I'll show you a good example right now. I just actually saw one. This one has no bias context, but let's just say, hypothetically, that can I invert this the other way? Whatever. let's say this red line is a key level, right? Now, everything has to be around a key level, otherwise it's not significant. So let's just say there's like an imbalance right here, and we respected it, the 50%, this black candle right here, right? Notice how this black candle created an inversion. So some people would see this and think, oh, like I'm gonna go short, it's super bearish. But the fact we entered into a key level, right? If we can invert this fair value gap right here, and I'm gonna make it orange, we switched it from bearish to bullish. This is now a price range that's imbalanced. And not only did we invert it, we tapped into a key level that is bullish. We inverted the fair value gap, right? There's a change of state and delivery here. So another thing. And if you also look, I'm going to mark it right now. There's also a bullish fair value gap created. That's how I use it. Now, if there was an SMT here and it was 930 and I was bullish, I'd consider longs. That's how I use it. But the idea of the inversion is just like, see how price is running down, tapped into a key level. The bearish fair value gap right here, I'm going to mark it in red. 1, 2, 3. It became bullish because this candle closed above. And not only that, on top of that, it created a bullish fair value gap, which has been respected this entire time. But who knows what's going to happen with that. So that's that. What's up, Vedant? I'm going to show you what's up. So I don't have time to go over my whole bias right now, but I'm bearish. We're in a premium market, daily order block, OTE of dealing range, 50% of this wick, which you can treat like a fair value gap. All the things pointing towards bearish. And the seasonal tendency is bearish. The only thing that's not telling me bearish is this, expecting price to tap in from IRL to ERL. So I'm going to stick to leaning towards bearish. As for SMT, there's a 4-hour SMT right here. I'm going to mark it right now. It's right here. See, we didn't take this high over here, but on ES, I'm good, bro. I'm good. On ES, we took that high. See, this is a SMT. They're supposed to move together. So if one of them takes a high and the other one doesn't, it's showing weakness. Now this only matters if you're bearish. If you're bullish and you see this, then who cares? It does not matter because you're expecting price to continue and take the high anyways. But if you're bearish and you see this, you're like, oh, it failed to take this high. Not only did it fail to take the high, the correlated asset did take the high. So that shows weakness. So if you're bearish, that's relevant. As for SMT at the lows, it's the same thing. I can't see any right now, but it's the same thing if it were to be at the lows. It's a bullish confluence. So the way I use it is I'm bearish and I see this. I'm bearish and I see this. I'm like, okay, so this is now becoming more likely to go down. If I go to the lower time frame, let's say 1 minute, and I find an SMT on the lower time frame, I can help that to find my entry on when the move is going to happen. So for example, right now, you can see this high right here, and you can see this low. See that SMT? Let's say, oh, you could just, for example, say I'm bearish. I see this SMT. If a fair value gap gets created off here, a bearish one, I could go short, expecting this SMT to hold, and you could target the low. For example, and this is very basic. I would not take a trade like this, but that's kind of the idea. Now this consolidation is crazy. So the thing about being bearish is, yes, I'm bearish, but where am I going to take my high probability shorts from? That's a whole different question. It's a whole different question because we have already displaced a lot. Let's mark out midnight opening. I can go more in depth too if you want, just not right now. Let's go with like gray. That's midnight opening. Finding shorts is not going to be easy, but what we can do is mark out Let's go with 830. So this is what I do when we've already moved so far below. This is like typical open, high, low, close, right? Open, high, low. Like this is gonna be the low of day probably, but we retrace. So like London goes lower, New York retracement. This is my New York retracement model is what I'm looking for right now. And for that model, I need price to go above 830 to give me an entry. So I'm looking at this huge fair value gap right now. It's a huge imbalance. So I'm actually gonna mark it out with lines. I'm looking at this imbalance. I want to look for a short inside. You think PM will be good? It'll probably be pretty clear. The only thing is, like if AM just continues lower, like they say, usually PM is good when overnight moves. But if we just continue lower in this AM session, like I'm just worried that PM might just consolidate. I'm looking at this fair value gap. And I'm gonna obviously look at this one too, but this one is just a little bit too high. So I'm gonna mark out the 15-minute range. So the 15-minute dealing range is right here. 15-minute high took, 15-minute low took somewhere here. This one's at equilibrium. So for me, no trade until we get here. Inside here, I'm gonna look for a lower time frame bearish fair value gap or a lower time frame SMT, lower time frame turtle soup. That is what's gonna qualify my model. For me personally, that's me. All right, so we're gonna wait until price goes into there. I'll mark it out in 15. I like to use it in 15-minute paired with higher time frames. So on the 1 hour, right, it's similar. Now ideally this fair value gap right here, we'll keep it marked out as well. So this is the hourly fair value gap. I'm gonna keep it marked out right here. Hourly fair value gap, H1. Let's put it inside. Make it a little big. If we come up into here, that's like pretty golden because it's also gonna be OTE, right? See that? Hourly fair value gap paired with the 0.6, 0.7 level. It's perfect. That's like a golden place to retrace from. I mean, what's it called? Like a perfect place to go short in premium, in the 1 hour fair value gap, in the OTE of the dealing range. Now, if you look at just the most recent range, it's pretty similar. Pretty similar. So that's it. We're gonna wait now. If price can go up, we'll take our entry. Now it's possible that it just taps into here and goes lower. That's possible. Yeah, it's possible. It's hot right now. This tea is like making me sweat. All right, let's just wait. See what price does. I can go read price. Remember, this orange line is 830. We're gonna delete it now. So we're gonna read price on the 1 minute just to see what's going on. Could this be a possible long to equilibrium? Yo, 100%. I considered it for sure. 100%. It's super valid in my opinion. 100%. When a significant lower high is taken, you can almost always expect 50% of the range. Almost always. So this range is now the range I'm talking about. I would want to see the low get taken, but like who's to say right now? If I were to be taking a trade like that, I would just me personally, I'd wait for the low to be breaking. You could look at YM, see if it took the low. I would take it there, but there's 1 minute AMD. Yeah, this is a serious AMD because it's around the 8:30 AMD. Accumulate around the open, manipulate, and then distribute. If we took that low, honestly, if we took that low, I'd consider longs if there was SMT, and then just TP at the 15-minute imbalance. But I would need to see the low get taken first. I would need to, like, if we were gonna make a significant move up, I'd want to see these people get stopped out first. But 100%, bro, 50% is almost always guaranteed after the low gets taken. Like after you have a range and you're inside that range. So like right now, high, low, inside the range. If the range extreme gets taken, you can expect 50% box setup. Yeah, pretty much. But who knows? Let's see what happens. Doesn't need to. Let's look at the 930 candle. So the 930 imbalance. The first imbalance at 930 almost always gets tapped into. Not right away, but throughout the day, it almost always gets played. Not in the same direction, but so right now we have an SMT inside the fair value gap. So you can see ES is inside and Q is not, but we can expect it to continue. Yeah, so it's continuing, which is good. Our golden zone is right here. Our golden zone is right here. Let me actually mark out the 0.7. So from high to low, I'll mark it out right here. 0.7 OTE. Let's mark it out with a yellow line. So best case scenario, we come into the 1 hour fair value gap, which is long's way to go. 50 handles. Alternatively, we use the 50% of this fair value gap, which I'm gonna mark out right now. So 2 lines I'm gonna keep marked up. So yeah, we'll leave it as yellow. So the 1 hour fair value gap and the OTE of the range right here. And then there's this 15-minute fair value gap, which I think is right around premium. So we're gonna wait. Yellow line is when we're gonna start even considering a trade. Unless we come back, sweep this low, then I'll look for a turtle swoop long. But that's just me. Yes, looks ugly as always. Just gonna stay yes on the 15-minute. All right. Down close candle, supporting price, order block, fair value gap. Let's see if we can continue higher. If we tap into OTE and 1 hour FED is an A+++ setup. Yeah, for me it is, yeah. The only thing is, so the concept I'm considering here is, for starters, so the question is like, how far do we need to manipulate intraday before the move happens, right? So first of all, to answer that question, you need to draw on liquidity. Right now, for me, it's this previous day's low, which is the weekly low currently. So if you're bearish today, it's more likely than not you're expecting this weekly candle to flip bearish, take out this weekly low, and continue lower into this imbalance. So this low and this imbalance is my drawn liquidity. I'm expecting the price to go into here today, tomorrow, and potentially Friday, depending on how much we move. If that's true, then that's good. But the idea is how far intraday do we need to manipulate up? Because whatever happens up on the upside now is just a Judas swing. It's a fake move or a retracement, call it whatever you want. But the idea is how far do we need to go before we can start that move lower? It doesn't have to come to 0.5. It doesn't have to come to 0.7. We've already manipulated highs, right? We have a solid high of day. 4 a.m. London is pretty typical. Around 3 a.m. is usually when it happens, but ES had it at 3. So like how far do we need to go? Like is this fair value gap enough? Potentially. So let's see. So we just tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap inside the 15-minute fair value gap. So I'm going to go to ES on the 1 minute now because this is where I'm going to look for my SMTs. But yeah, A plus setup is right here. A plus setup is right here. That would be beautiful. If we get into there and then we get like any entry model, I'll take it. If there's SMT with the change of state delivery, or if there's a fair value gap platforms, inversion, anything, I'll take it. I don't really care about the entry. It's more about the context. But you gotta stay patient. It's a pretty solid candle that's forming right now. Backs A plus plus plus. Yeah, bro, for real. That would be golden. The only thing is, like I said, we don't have to go up there. Like it's not. I'm gonna take my trade there, ideally, or potentially right here if there's a SMT. If we come to this yellow line, which is 50% fair value gap, and we see like something like this, which I don't even know where that's possible because there's no highs put in here. So scratch that. It's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna wait for here. So far, if we can close up these down close candles, it looks like we'll continue higher. Hopefully this isn't too distracting. I'm waiting for at least equilibrium before shorts. Exactly. Let me ask you what range are you using? Are you using this range? Or using this range or this range? What time is your high? Or it depends. But for me, it's this. I'd look at the hourly. Although this hourly candle hasn't formed, I would look at this. Me personally, I'm not going to use this range. This is the range I would use. My equilibrium is 18145, which is just above the high, the 15-minute fair value gap. The reason being is this high swept liquidity and this low swept liquidity. So this is the dealing range on the hourly. If you go to the 15-minute, it's the same thing. So we can just keep this like this, actually. That looks good. The 415 high. Yeah. I mean, it's I can't speak to the fact that it might not be valid if you use, like, for example, the most recent price swing. You can, in which case right now we'd be at equilibrium inside the 50-minute fair value gap. You could take that if that's enough for you. For me, it's not. For me, it's this. But I would understand for someone if. Now, let me see if I can set this up so it's like right here. Okay, there. Now we have. I'm just doing this for you guys. I personally don't care to see this, but it also just looks pretty. There it is. There it is. What is this black line right here? I'll delete this. Higher time frame. Exactly. I mean, on the hourly, it's very clean. And that's why ICT says to use, well, not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons why he says to use the range where the high was taken. and the low was taken. Because on the higher time frame, that's your dealing range. So that's one reason. Other reason being when both sides are taken out, you have a like valid range. Okay, so we're approaching the first yellow line, which is the 50% of this M15 fair value gap, which M15, well, so you can see M15 fair value gap. I marked it out both right there. I'm gonna remove the yellow line. Actually, because I don't think I'm gonna short in here, to be honest. Uh, yeah. We'll keep an eye out, see if there's a very sharp reaction, but I'm not gonna short in there. Yeah. Hopefully that cleans up the chart a bit. Yes, let's just. Okay, keep watching price. I'll do one more thing, which I've been doing, and I actually like it. Just mark out the 950 to 1010 time frame, and just watch how price moves, because this is where I take most of my trades. So we'll mark that out. Okay, looks like we're continuing higher, which is really good. Yo, Ham, are you here? Yeah. Okay, we're approaching OTE and the 1 hour fair value gap. Someone you don't know? Nah. Hypothetical longs would be covered here, exactly. But I just missed that buy. It didn't tap me in. What the fuck? You talking about this fair value gap? Market structure shift? Even the 931. See how we took the low of the accumulation? CISD, order block, small fair value gap, market structure shift, small one. Valid still. You could have played that for sure. The OB. There's a lot of low probability OB. Like talking about this one. Oh, it happens so fast. Fuck, bro, it happens. I mean, are you looking for shorts? I'm personally looking for shorts. I'm just waiting for price to come up into here. 1 hour fair value gap, OTE 0.7 on the 1 hour dealing range. 950 macros approaching. This is the range. I marked that out for you guys. So we're already just around equilibrium right now. So okay, there it is. Perfect. So we can delete this. So you can see the SMT is already kind of forming. We don't know if ES is gonna go into here, which is what we want. But let's see if we can continue. So 50% of the 1 hour fair value gap. I saw a tweet that said if a candle closes below a range, expect the candles low to get souped. Interesting, actually. That's actually pretty interesting. Like another manipulation move. That's good. Okay. So I'm gonna delete this M15, whatever. I'm gonna mark out the 1 hour fair value gap with black lines. That's just how I like it. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. DOD double G. All right. Okay, we'll just keep the box because it has the 50%, which is why I like it because there's the 50% level. So all right, we wait for an entry now. This is good enough for me. So we're at 0.62. This is 0.7. This is like OTE 0.7. You can take it at 60%, 950 macro. The first entry I get here, I'll take. So I'm watching out for SMT. We have one right here, 809, I think. Let's see if this 752 high can get taken and right at the 50% and form SMT. So I'm looking at this high right now. I saw, okay, I read that. Yo, by the way, JP, so with the new $15 Top Step accounts, you can trade max position micros. So like 1 mini, 10 micros, they'll let you trade. And there's also a built-in trade copier, bro. Top Step evolving, bro. I don't know if I saw a thing that said like 10 purchases limited. Like you can have 10 purchases. But does that mean 10 accounts or just means 10 combine? Because the rule was you can only have 10 funded accounts. I mean, 3 funded accounts, sorry. Okay, we're gonna delete this. We're gonna make this bigger because it's game time. And I'll wait patiently for a nice setup. What are we gonna target? I guess low of day. I was about to ask that trade copy. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. They say it's Top Step X. I don't know if that's another broker or just like Top Step like 2.0. Like I don't know. If it was 10 accounts, I'd buy all right now, bro. Like I wouldn't even wait. It's still May 13th. So if you want time to think about it, you have till May 14th. What's the activation fee? Good question, bro. I think it's 150 USD. It's possible it's 125. I think it's 150 USD. Okay. This is low resistance liquidity. This is not like protected lows. This is like run through. This low is not protected by higher time frame or anything. It's 150 USD. Ah, I got you. I don't have a lower resistance liquidity, but this is all low resistance liquidity. So drawn liquidity is on the higher time frame. It's the daily imbalances below, but if we can get a trade here, it'll be right here. Alternatively, if we go higher than this, 150 for all accounts, yeah. The 1 hour fair value gap, but we could come back above. Like if we were to reprice above midnight opening, which is kind of high at this point. It's 953. Let's see if we can get a play for 1010 before 1010. If not, it should happen. So we're right here. Okay, small little SMT forming right now in the 1 minute. If it forms and we inverse, I'll take that trade. So if we inverse this and SMT forms, okay, SMT no form, so we'll scratch that. SMT no form. See if we can get up to the 50% of that 1 hour fair value gap. But let me just make sure. I like to be very freaking precise. Hold on. Zoom. Do you guys do this shit too, or is it just me? Ah, see? It's off by a couple ticks. I'm locked in, bro. They don't know me. Hold on. Gotta be precise. Yep. See that? What is that? Lack of precision, bro. Yup. Hold on. Look at that, bro. What is that? 2 ticks? Right, this is real money, bro. All right, we're locked in now. Okay, I don't actually do it like that all the time, but at least it's precise. Just hold control. What? What do you mean? It'll snap to the candle. Hold control. I'm guessing while I'm. Wait, hold on. Let me see if this is true. Just to be safe, let me put a line here. Hold control, it'll snap to the candle. Whoa, I don't want that candle, I want this one. Oh shit. Wait. Wait, see word. Can I do it from this one too? Oh shit, bro. That's freaking amazing. Wait, hold on. Let me practice. I want uh I want like what is it snapping to right now? I want this one. I don't know how to do this control shape, bro. All right, let's lock in though. Let's lock in. It's game time. Right, almost at 50%. Almost at the 0.7. This is all entry territories for me. So I'm gonna look for an entry. If I lose, I'm gonna look for another entry. If I lose both, I'm done for the day. If I win one, I'm done for the day. If I break even, I'll look for one more. But we're in territory here. Or we're all fools and this shit's just going to new highs. Yo, that is a scary looking 15-minute. This is That's funny actually. That's very funny. Yeah, what the fuck happened? Oh, FMC. What is this like? That's a serious. Yeah, that's okay. Look at that. Perfect. 0.7 tapped in. SMT 752 high. Oh, nice. That was the one we were looking at. Thank you. That was the one we were looking at. Like we're about to short that move. Like damn, bro. What is this? This is not my SMT. Okay. There's our SMT. If we close below this candle, I'm gonna consider shorts. That shit looks terrifying. Like I'm really about to short that move. Damn. Yes, I am. Yo, why the frick is this thing orange? Pissing me off. It looks ugly as hell. It's because it's inside this gray box, isn't it? Wait, was my SMT line always orange? Bro, I could have sworn it was. Oh man, I don't know, man. Um, I might wait for a fair value gap to form actually, because make this a little bit less visible now. Whoa, not that. I can't even see it, bro. What the fuck? Okay, 0.7 OTE. I'm gonna make this fucking another color, bro. Purple. Yeah, purple looks cool. All right, we got the SMT. We got the 0.7 OTE. We're at the macro. We're at the 1 hour fair value gap. If we can get a market structure shift, fair value gap, that's perfect. We have the good reasoning for this to go lower. The weaker asset is ES. But man, I don't want to trade ES, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to trade ES. But this is not an OB yet. And I'm gonna delete this for now. Put that at the bottom. Oh, so we're in A plus territory. We just need a setup to farm right now. So I'm looking at this low to give me a market structure shift. And I'm looking at this candle to give me order block formation. Or let's just label it CISD. That's how I label my CISD. That's how I back tested it. The last up close candle before the key level was tapped, or if this candle wasn't the one that tapped in. That's the CISD. That's it. Done. No, nothing else. That's how I use it. The key level being 50% of the 1 hour fair value gap. And we'll label this as market structure shift if it comes down to it. Drop it like a sound. Oh, look how that closed up right there. Oh, we gotta keep an eye out for this. Let's put a line here. Let's fuck yes, but let's delete everything except this. Just want to see if this high gets taken. So 752 high. Or 751. Yeah, 752 high on ES. We're seeing if the SMT holds. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. D-O-G. Alright, I already drank my tea, so I'm gonna have to go T list on this one. T lists. So we have 10 minutes for the macro to end. Okay. Swept. I would use this candle because this one swept this one. Okay, it looks like SMT is gonna break. We're going higher. Where are we going higher to? There is another fair value gap right here. A lot of movement today. So there's another fair value gap there. I really wanted to see this one hold. What's the 50%? I want to see the 50% of this fair value gap hold. Oh, we didn't take the high yet. So this is still good territory. I don't, that shit looks terrifying. It's getting a little bit too crowded for me. What is this black line? Fuck this black line. Okay, we know it's OTE, okay? We don't need to. It shouldn't go like 0.79. It shouldn't go more. Otherwise, we're in a deep premium. A plus 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 plus. Or just wrong about the bias. Let's see. But notice we failed to take the high. Now what's interesting is it 752? Okay, we're in entry territory right now. For sure. If we can close below, I'm gonna go for it. What's the orange line again? And 50% of the hourly. So trading below this orange line, 50% of the hourly premium fair value gap. Nice little stop loss right here at the SMT high. I like trades like this. It's another platform like TradeDebate. Oh, we're talking about Top Step X. Give me a good fair value gap. Don't give me this. Don't make me enter on some little fucking wiener fair value gap. This one. Will I? If we close below here, I will. I'll just wait for another time frame fair value gap to form, right? And it closed up real quick. No entry yet. Yes. I'm gonna look into it because the trade copier is nice, but I already have 3 Top Step accounts. Only 2 of them are funded though. Still working on one of them. It's freaking taking forever. This is the longest it's ever taken me. I've only had 5 funded accounts. I don't want to see this high get taken. I really don't. I'll mark it with a purple line. It's the same. Oh, shoot. I don't want to see that high get taken. 5207. I want a clean explosive displacement. Yeah. For me, it's this low is what I'm looking at right now. If this high gets taken, look for another one, to be honest. The NQ is the stronger asset. The SMT is just like, but this shit, this kind of looks like a market maker buy model. And consolidation, and then but then it's like a market maker sell model. We consolidate right here and then, yes sir. Cycles, Nice. We failed to take the high again on ES. Follow the displacement. Liquidity sweep displacement, bro. That's like all you need in a model. You don't even need bias. It just really helps. But if you like take short trades, all you need is liquidity sweep and displacement. Maybe OTE. SMT is on which time frame? So I'm viewing it in the lens of the 1 minute time frame. If you go to the 5 minute time frame, it's still gonna be there, right? Still gonna be there on the 1 minute. If you go to the 15 minute, it hasn't formed yet on the 15 minute because this high candle has not been put in on the 15 minute. So right now it's on the 5 minute. That's as high as it goes. I'm viewing it in the lens on the 1 minute. So it doesn't have to hold, right? We don't know. The higher time frame, the more significant it is. But we don't know if this is gonna hold, right? Right now we're trading into this 15 minute fair value gap. So let's see what happens. What the fuck is that purple line? So 15 minute fair value gap right here. I just drew it out. Hmm. So that's why you can't just trade any SMT, right? Because sure, on the 1 minute time frame, there's a little bit of a correlation, but it could just be delayed, you know? We see how we came up here, failed to take it, had a little bit push up, and then failed to take it again. Now that this is a kind of an intermediate term high on the 1 minute time frame, I'm expecting it to go lower and leave this high in place. It doesn't have to. It could still go up. The good news is it hasn't given us a short entry yet, so these black lines are the 1 hour fair value gap. Right now we're trading inside the 15 minute fair value gap. Right around the, I believe it's 0.79. So we're right around the middle of OTE. So again, I need a solid displacement and I'm in. This candle looks like it's forming nicely. ES as well. ES being the weaker asset. No fair value gap, so no trade yet. Oh, if it displaces that low on this move, I will take this. Yep. It is a fair value gap. Um, but not the trade yet. A fair value gap forming here, like it doesn't have to, right? It's kind of like it just shows that price is ready to go lower, and that's when you want to be in, you know, when a sell side imbalance forms, because it could just start ripping and give you no fair value. It doesn't have to give you an entry, but like what it has to do is go lower. If it's gonna go lower, it's gonna go lower. It doesn't have to rebalance the FAG to go lower. It's just kind of like a signature that repeats when it goes lower. So let's see. We've already swept the key level twice, so. But we are making lower highs on ES. Patience was good today. We thought of a bias, which was good. And we thought about break even set on ES. I mean, sales, good luck, Poggy. Good luck. That's good. Oh, you're already in break even, so good shit, bro. I hope it rips lower for you. You could have, yeah, it's a good entry. This is technically a rejection block. No, it's not. Not a rejection block, but you can. There's ways to enter in conditions like this. Risk free, now break even. Fire, bro. So Now say what you want, but just because it's one tick doesn't mean it's not a fair value gap. I wouldn't take something like this, but on the 50-second time frame, this might be a beautiful fair value gap. I don't fucking know. So there's a little fair value gap right there, and currently it's holding. I went in on the volume imbalance. I got inversed. Yeah, right there, huh? So Pocky took a trade right there, which is good. That's good, bro. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient. This is what the market maker buy model sell model looks like, right? Original consolidation, rally, a little bit consolidation, rally, little bit consolidation, rally, consolidation, and then the spikes down. This is what it looks like. Two. I might risk a full mini on this account because yeah, I think I might actually. Oh, actually, I can't. I have to switch. Whatever. Okay, we'll figure that out after. Because I want to get another top step account, and this one is not doing good. I have $61 left in my 50K, which is like I have 450 drawdown to work with. So I'm tempted just to take a mini trade, and if I lose it, I'll just get another 50K. My 100K, it's not bad. It's at 1.3. I've taken 2 payouts on it, so it's already been a good investment for me. This account is my 100K challenge, and it needs 4,000 something more to pass. The issue with this account is I was literally 600 away from passing, and I went on a losing streak, which is kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. All right, let's see if we can get a displacement here. There's a bird outside my window. We've been waiting for this displacement for a while. My stop, there it is. Okay. Okay, everybody. No, I'm joking. Don't copy trade me. If you're taking the shade, it's all on you on your own. Just pretend this is a demo. I'm doing this for your entertainment. I think I'm willing to risk a mini on this for this fucking account. How many handles is this? 87. Let's not. Let's just stay consistent. Hopefully this fair value gap forms. I know this isn't a real market structure shift, but if this candle closes bearish. Don't do that, man. Like, I'm not trying to sit around here all day. Oh, now it's gonna make me question everything, huh? Weak ass displacement. I hope this candle can go lower. The thing is, I'm expecting this SMT to hold, right? I am. I very much am. If this candle closes bearish, I'm gonna go for it. Just take the previous candles low for me, would you? Would you? ES looks better. ES is the weaker asset. Yeah, it is. All right. I'm gonna put in my limit order here. Of course. Don't copy trade me. I'm prepared to. I don't know what I'm prepared to do. This is my trade put in. Let's see if we get filled. Let's see if we get stopped. I'm willing to take this. The up close candles are currently supporting price. We're making lower highs. We hit the key level. We have SMT at the highs. ES is already going lower. I like this. I'm okay with this. See if we can catch our first win of May live. And my stop loss is all the way up here, not FEG high. You can put it at the FEG high if you're demo trading. Um, market makers are after me nowadays, so you gotta be careful. But I'm gonna keep mine at the SMT high. Okay, we just got filled. Hopefully we get a good reaction right away. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. DOT double G. So let's mark out 50% of this range. We're gonna mark it out right here with a black line. We're gonna mark it out as equilibrium. Now, it's looking good so far. You spoke too soon, brother. It's okay. Let's also mark out my 2R. Where is my 2R? Close enough to equilibrium. Let's see. Our stop loss is SMT high. It's pretty well protected. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we close this up. This little bullish candle. So if your stop loss was FEG high, which sometimes I put mine there, but not in a situation like this where we're choppy. But if your stop loss was FEG high, it would be right here, which is valid. That's how ICT teaches it. That's not how I backtested it. I did backtest this, but in conditions like this, my stop loss is going to be at the high. Great stop loss, bro. Thank you. I think my stop loss is well protected. If it were to come up here, I think it would invalidate this move, right? Because the way I see it is price can easily come into anywhere here, but if it breaks this SMT, it's not going lower. Like in this trade, it's not going lower. Obviously not the reaction I want. You want to be in a trade where it just goes in right away, but the stop loss is there for a reason. So if it breaks that stop loss, it's just not ready to go lower. I'd look for one more entry, maybe off this 1 hour fair value gap. And if that's wrong, then I'm done for the day. And maybe I was wrong about my bias. Let's see if we can fail to take this high. So ES is very well protected, being the weaker asset and all. Let's keep that there for now. See, I'll do it like this. But that's just the 1 hour fair value. I'm just gonna keep it marked up like that. So I'll look for my second short. If I get stopped out, I'll look for my second short right there. So the highest candle's body we already traded above. This is a rejection block. Currently, it's a reject. If a swing high forms here, this is a rejection block. So if this swing high gets put in, this is now a rejection block. So let's see if it gets put in. I don't trade rejection blocks, but I'll note it. If this candle closes below this candle's high, this is the rejection block. It's a rejection block because we traded above the candle's high, body high, if that makes sense. So this wick above that black line, which is this highest candle's high, and we went below. We didn't take the ultimate high. That's a rejection block. So it goes high, rejection block, order block, something, all the way to mitigation breaker. You can also see it as a mitigation, but I wish you can just times 2 the speed trade, like in backtest, right? for real. So let's see if this can protect our trade. Should I go one tick above? I'm gonna go one tick above. I'm gonna go one tick above. You know, sometimes the gods are on your side. Okay, stop loss hit. We're gonna look for one more entry. Let's see if we close even below. If we don't close below, the SMT is still there. So we have another SMT right now forming on the 1 minute. ES wouldn't have stopped you, being the weaker asset. But it's okay. Let's see if we tap into the 1 hour fair value gap. So yesterday we came 4 ticks. This is also around 4 ticks. If we don't close above this high right here, and we form lower, I will take a short. Or if we tap into this, I know it doesn't look like a key level, but this is the 1 hour fair value gap. I'll take a short from there too. And then if I lose that, we're done for the day. And I'll look after in the chart to see where we went wrong. Potentially it's just not a bearish day. I'm not going to change my bias yet. I'll give one more stab at shorts. Let's see. It wasn't impulsive enough. Yeah, yeah. You could see it like that. Potential good setup here. If we can inverse this. You're right. It wasn't an impulsive move. I was happy taking that trade though. I thought the SMT was really well protected. Okay, we tapped into the 1 hour fair value gap just for reference. Okay, last thing I'm gonna mark up is midnight opening price because we actually managed to come all the way up here. So midnight opening price is, I'm gonna mark it with a freaking, let's do orange line. Midnight open. So if we manage to reprice all the way to midnight open, would be crazy. If we get an inversion here with a fair value gap, I'll take it. Let's take away 950 to 10. Yeah, this 950 to 1010, there's literally nothing, bro. So SMT broke on ES as well. You know, very freaking bullish price action right now. Tough day, huh? All right, we just took we're at a very extreme premium right now. So 0.79 hit midnight opening. There's a high right here. Let's look at the 4 hour. I don't know what the fuck that is. Go back to the 1 hour. It's just tough. Just tough because we really just went from New York retracement to New York reversal. Which is fine. It happens. But I definitely have to consider the bias here if shorts are even the play. And if it's longs, I'm not taking any longs now. We've already moved. But I wonder who could have taken longs in a market like this. We reached into a discount, but like where? Nothing really significant about this. Price move. Open low. Yeah. Let's see if we come for London high, which is somewhere nearby. Anyway, I'm still bearish. I'm not flipping just yet. We just tapped into midnight opening price. If we get an inversion, I'll look to go lower. I'll look to take shorts. Let's see. So no trades for me today, but I was interested in the same short though. Hey man, if you're done for today, I appreciate you joining the stream. I'm looking at this right now. So this 1 minute SMT. Currently, we don't know if it's gonna hold. Looking at this as well. I'm still bearish for now. See what happens. Let's fix this. Double G. Many people took them shorts apparently. Yeah, it happens. I thought it was a good short. I would take it again. I think it's hard to take shorts now. PM would probably be slow. I think so too. I don't even know where PM would go. Like just retrace. Um, maybe though. Who knows? Sometimes PM does good. So let's see if we can take this high. I don't want to just chase it all day. 15-minute candle wasn't big as I think. Bro, these candles have fucking expanded like crazy. Yo. Uh um yo, remember at the beginning of the stream, I don't know who was here. Remember I was like talking about reversal or retracement. So this is exactly what I was talking about. I was like, are we gonna straight out reverse this weekly candle and Tuesday be the high of week and we just go lower, taking out Monday's low? Or alternatively, we just retrace lower and continue the expansion that we've been doing on the daily time frame. Um, it all is going to determine whether we take Tuesday's high or not. Because right now, it looks damn like we're just going into the daily fair value gap and potentially just coming up here. Um, which is what it looks like right now. So that's what I was talking about earlier. So like, do we come deep? So let's see. It's gonna be hard to take a short now when we've been extremely bullish. But if we get a really solid setup, I'll look for it. But I'm not really gonna force anything anymore. I want to just take the first setup. We do currently have an SMT. Stay patient. See if we close below this high. Well, now we're above midnight opening. We're in a deep premium of the daily range. But this looks like New York reversal. Low of day at 8:30 is weird. It's not common. Yeah, we're going higher and higher. Buy stops there. 15-minute equal highs potentially. I mean, there were a lot of opportunities to go long. Not really clean ones actually. This is already deep premium. To take longs from is weird. Anyway, let's stay patient. So right now I'm just looking for uh these highs to get taken and potentially reverse or retrace. These 4-hour candles are disgusting. That's what I'm looking for. On ES, we just tapped into this. No, actually, we didn't tap in just yet. I'll leave that there. ES is still showing weakness. Let's see if we take this high or if we fail to take this high. Oh shit. Check it out like this. Which is high of day, by the way. So I'm marking out the high of day candle. But for us to come back all the way up here and not take high of day is kind of atrocious. I feel like it's gonna be taken. It's a weird day. I'm definitely gonna go back and study because we just rallied so lower pre-market. We didn't take any low or anything, like nothing really significant. We just kind of went lower into the daily fair value gap and then expanded. At 9:30, we only went up from the 9:30 candle. That's weird. Like literally, if you just entered long at this 9:30 candle, like this order block didn't even get tapped into, did it? No, it did. That's funny. No drawdown from 9:30. Anyway, let's focus here. This is low resistance liquidity. I'm still expecting a big move. Maybe not in this session. Maybe not today, but a big move lower. Let's see what happens here. High of days 18,216. If we get an SMT at high of day, that'll be my last opportunity for shorts. For us to come up all the way here and not take out the high of day, like I'm gonna wait until it's taken is what I'm trying to say. But you can see we longed, well we didn't long, but you could have longed and back to the original consolidation. Just like X4 was talking about earlier. 50% is almost always guaranteed. It's just usually smaller risk to reward trades. Sometimes you can get a good one. In this case, 100% was guaranteed. Not guaranteed, but like we flipped that daily candle. It's very interesting, actually. Very interesting. So there's a little tiny 1 hour fair value gap right here on ES. So ES is in OTE right now. So 0.7 lined up. So ES is in that range where we were talking about. That's that we were using on NQ. If ES gives an entry, I'll take it. Short. Got to be a nice displacement though. But yeah, ES moved into OTE. So ES on the hourly. Let's mark it up one more time. Right there. And then it came back to this order block. A perfect tick. Wow, it is. Perfect tick. To the order block. Wait, there's a huge ass value gap here. And we're trading below it right now. So I'm gonna look for shorts on ES. Yeah, ES looking a lot better, which we already knew. So ES is OTE into the order block, into the 1 hour bearish fair value gap. And there's SMT and ES being the weaker asset. So any short setup on ES for me is validated. See if we can break lower. 57. All right, stay locked in. Let's see if we can get a bearish for value gap here. Looks like we might. We'll take it on ES this time. Is this MES or ES? Let's go over to ES. All right, so we just wicked. No fair value gap. Same on NQ. Nothing yet. Mark out the SMT. Well, we know it's there, ES being the weaker asset. Okay, we're just gonna wait for a setup on ES. The confluences being the 1 hour order block, 1 hour OTE, the 1 hour fair value gap, all being respected. Even this fair value gap is being respected. So, very bearish on ES. Very good confluences on ES, I should say. Let's wait for a break. I'm gonna wait for them equal highs on NQ. Oh, ES. Yeah, so these equal highs, I believe, is the 1 hour order block, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So the 1 hour order block low. I mean, this is it's not a high probability order block, but up close candle before the down move. It's not a good thing to, it is a good thing to wait for. Valid. On the 1 minute equal highs, on the hourly, it's the order block. If we get a displacement now, I'm gonna take it, but oh, NQ. Like, I'm guessing any of these. Are you talking about like the 1 minute? Like just the current, like these highs right here? So 11:10 is when I stopped trading. So we're gonna wait till 11:10. If nothing, then nothing. So we're negative on this account. This account's 1202. This account's the higher time frame ones. Yeah. Got you. Does look like a market maker sell model. Consolidation rally, consolidation rally, consolidation rally, consolidation. Key level. Down. Taking out low of day. I'll probably just take profits here. 10 points. Maybe I'll keep a runner. No, I won't have a runner actually. Just so slow. Let me switch the charts around. So, and then alternately, if NQ takes the high and displaces lower, I'll do that. But I'm more interested in ES right now. Let's see if we can get a break. Short-term break. Structure. The lack of movement is killing me. Oh, actually, it's not killing me, but just want to see something happen, you know? Just scary though, to long against this. And again, this looks good. I like it. Checks all my boxes. You know what I wonder? I wonder if anyone's back tested fair value gaps that formed and their range. So for example, like this fair value gap is 6 points. I wonder if like there's a probability for like a 1 minute fair value gap to hold based on how many points. Like for example, anything less than 7 points holds 44% of the time, but if it's like 12 points and above, it holds like 80% of the time. I wonder if that's worth looking into. Mark out those equal highs on the 1 hour. I don't want to chase shorts though. Like we came all the way down here and we managed to revert all this. Yeah, that's tough. That is very tough. What I want to see is a SMT right here and then a break below. And if there's none, then I'm probably not taking another trade today. Because ES is in A plus entry right now. If it goes any higher, I don't know then. It's probably not even bearish. Or I missed something. NQ taking high of day is pretty significant in my opinion. If we can get a SMT here and a break below, um, just don't take the high. Show me a failure to take the high, give me an inversion, and I'll take a short, is what I'll do. We took it. So there's SMT at high of day right now. Wait, actually we didn't take it. Okay, there. There's SMT at high of day. NQ just took high of day. The SMT is here. So let's see. If we inverse, liquidity was swept. If we can inverse, break below, I'll take shorts. If not, I'm gonna walk off the charts. That's it for me for today. We will try again tomorrow. Yeah, seems like we're waiting for something similar. So that's high of day. I'll mark that out. Top right. Okay. Pod on NQ. Flipped this on ES. It gives me an inversion. A small fair value gap to be inverting. But again, ES is in prime territory. Oops. To be shorting. All right. Daily order block opening price. I'm going to mark it with this. Sorry, hourly order block opening price. That's that right there. There's SMT there. Except liquidity. If we inverse this, it looks good for me. The red line. H1 OB, FEG, OTE. All in line. You know what? SMT. It's not all this H1 OB, but you get the idea. These are the confluences. H1 OB. I don't like that. I don't like how it looks. just put it'll be pairs. Okay. Short-term SMT would be nice too. But this looks like it might just be continuing, bro. Unless we can do something now. Inverse. Break lower. Target these lows. 1, 2, 3. After this one, you break even. And then, oh, sorry. I'll break even after this one and so on and so forth. So far, we're showing weakness at the order block. Watching NQ here. Not taking this candle's high yet. Still short. Interesting. That's like a 15-second SMT. I don't know if I should trade NQ or ES. Where is ES going, bro? Yeah, I think the shorts are kind of just killed. This gets taken. I think I'm done here. I'll give it a couple minutes if we can invert this. But I think I'm done here. I don't think shorts were the play. We're just wrong about the bias. This is an algorithmic buy program. And they just keep sending price higher. Yeah. I think I'm done here. This is just fucking going. Daily candle flipped. Look at that. Anyways, I think I'm done here. I'll review the trade I took, put it in my log. We're 0-3. That's okay. Let's do this live. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it. So we shorted. Why does it look so freaking weird? That thing we know, the thing that we cannot know how high it would retrace. Yeah, that's one thing. But I think in this case we were just wrong about the bias potentially, because I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the stream, maybe you weren't here, but I was talking about two scenarios. One was, right, we like on the daily time frame, we can respect these key levels. So we talked about this daily order block. We talked about the 50% wick, which can be treated as a fair value gap. And it looked like we were respecting those. And we were in OTE of the daily range. So some short confluences on the daily chart. But the question is like, were we just retracing on the daily, which shows this in this daily wick, into the daily fair value gap and then expanding? So from IRL to ERL, which right now this looks like what it's happening. It looks like we're coming for Tuesday's high. So yes. So like officially now, I think my bias is flipped because we took high of day on NQ. So I think the next drawn liquidity is Tuesday high. I think my bias was just wrong. I could be wrong, but for me, in my humble opinion, I think I was just wrong about the shorts. There was literally like not many shorts. I just can't get how it went higher. Yeah, I mean the daily fair value gap. Uh, Monday expanded, Tuesday kind of expanded. Um, we retraced into the daily fair value gap, and I think that was enough. As for the 4 hour, we just went into discounts. If you looked at the 4 hour at 6 a.m., might have actually been bullish. Um, you saw this wick. Yeah. It just tapped into equilibrium of this range. It's not the dealing range, but it's a range. And propelled. So could have seen that intraday. IRL to ERL. So we tapped in 4 hour IRL. And then ERL being this high, which is not. Oh, it's a 2 a.m. high. Wait, what? Oh, it's high of day for ES, but NQ a little bit different. So I honestly I understand. I think we're just wrong about the shorts, which is fine. Like even I had a good reason to be bearish. We just weren't bearish, you know? Which is okay. Weekly candles back to being solid. Look at the weekly range. ES had rebalanced 4 hour refugees on NQ and had rebalanced daily fair value gap, which made shorts lower probability. If we continue higher, we'll take my lead breakaway gaps lower, which give us overall higher time frame is very bullish. Yeah. So yeah, it was very well said. So he's talking about this fair value gap. ES 4 hour rebalanced, and it wicked really strong. The reason I was bearish, which I don't regret, and I don't regret the short I took, but I was bearish in the morning as well. I think it was a very valid reason. Hey man, literally the same thing. I still think it was a valid reason though, because I don't regret it at all. This is the daily dealing range. We're in a premium, right? There's this wick that can be treated like a fair value gap, which, sorry, I was looking at NQ earlier. That's why I keep getting mixed up. Let me use the fib. We were in OTE territory, 0.7, and there's the wick that we treated like a fair value gap, and then this order block as well, which I know this is all looking like mumbo jumbo, but all these levels kind of confluence together at the side. The only thing that was telling me we were bullish were the previous days and this bullish fair value gap, which if we tapped to, we could have just tapped into, and then obviously just taken this high, which is what looks like it's going to happen now. So I think it's fine. It's just one of those days where, like, in my opinion, the shorts were high probability, just wrong. Just because they're high probability doesn't mean it has to play out. That's how I see it, and I'm okay with that. I think it's fine. We'll see Thursday, but yeah, if we leave this, then we're very bullish. 'Cause I was expecting it to dig into here today, but this could be a potential Wednesday high of week. So let's see. Tendency of May is usually the first week. Sometimes the second week will expand higher, and then from there go lower. May usually ends bearish. But anyway, we took our loss, and I'm happy with it, to be honest. I don't regret it. I would take it again, to be honest. So it's time to journal this. Let me. Okay. So we're 0, what is that, 0-3? We're 0-3 so far in May, which is fine. I'm confident we'll bring it back. Uh, 05, 08. Let's label it as that. So I'm gonna journal. I wonder if you took the same trade as me, Antonio. You might have. It's like the only bearish fair value gap at the key level on NQ. All right. This is May log 3. Loss again. We took one trade. 4 micros on NQ. No news. Oh, it's yellow folder, I think. Same exact one. Yeah, I figured it was a good trade, bro. I would take it again. I was just wrong about the bias. Was the wait for that FEG? I was waiting for it because we were at a very good key level. Like here, because we were at this 1 hour fair value gap at the time. Obviously, we fucking destroyed this 1 hour fair value gap, but at the time, and we were in OTE as well. Let me just. This is fucking disgusting. How do I? Let's put that there. So, like right here, when I saw the fair value gap, I was like, yeah, this is freaking golden. So I'm not mad at the trade. It's a good trade. Just wrong about the bias. But I'm assuming you took this one as well. No, it was a good trade. It's unfortunate it didn't play out. Gonna start putting 5-minute FEG because I've been stopped out trying to catch the top 100%. We'll take that setup again. Looks so clean. 930 juice with the bearish bias. 930 lows are too clean. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm not upset with that trade that I took. But it's fine, you know. We journal these. We learn about them. I'm 0-3. 2 of which, like honestly, I would take all those trades again, except one of them. It's silly mistakes. Like I mean, honestly, today my bias was just wrong, but it's a very solid bias. So this is the trade I took. H1 OET, and then we had H1 FEG, and then there's SMT. What do you use to journal? I use Notion, so I'll show you right now. This is my Notion journal. This is my May log. My bias was bearish. My bias breakdown. OTE of daily dealing range. Premium market. And then there was the Civi on daily, which I'm talking about the wick. And daily bearish OB. Expecting Tuesday high of week and reversal from there. I won't say I was wrong yet because we don't know what PM will do. Very clean bias and higher time frame execution. Was just wrong about the move. There's not much more to say. I would take that trade again. Usually I say more, but that's it. I use Notion. It's free. I like it. And what did we name this? It was 05. 05. 08. Come on, please just show up. Don't make me look for it, bro. Fuck. All right. Net P&L. How much did I lose on that trade? I don't even remember. It was, let's put in the execution. Oh yeah, once I see the, so that was, what is that? 80. Expecting PM to dump. We will see. Cheers, man. We'll be on your stream tomorrow. I appreciate you, Antonio. Thanks for coming, man. It's nice to think that someone's thinking similar to you. You know, I'm sure you can relate. 180 minus 161.75 times 20 divided by 10. Took 4 contracts. So we risked 150. We lost 150. It's not the worst. Hard type repeated rate. Oh, freaking. So I will say one thing though that I messed up. 4 hour would have dictated bullish IRL. The ERL. Respecting the H4 BISI. And the last comment I'll make is we only went up after 9:30 a.m. and pre-market only went down. Was expecting New York retracements. Ended up being New York reversal. 100 on the fair value gap. Yes. How do I get ITC? Huh? I think everyone kind of just joined for the notes, which is fine. I hope you guys are learning from them. Okay. Execution. Right here. Sure, we'll just do that. Okay. All right, so we're logged. We're 0-4 actually because we took 2 trades on one of these days. I don't remember which. Let's put that property out. Trades taken. Shoot. So let's do it there. Trades taken, pin execution. So we are currently let's keep the win rate actually in here. How do I add description? Win rate. We're 0-4. Net P&L. All right, let's add this up. How much are we down? 150 plus 280 plus 107.5. We're down 537.5. All right, so Thursday, we'll be back. And I appreciate everyone joining the stream. That's it. I think I'll record the YouTube video now. Maylog 3. If you're not followed to my YouTube, I would appreciate it if you did. I'm posting my streams daily. Live streams daily, so we already have 2. This one's gonna get posted. And I'm logging every single trade, recap as well. We're doing every day of May, and then we'll see how we do. Maybe we'll do June and so on. Maybe for the whole year. Everything. No fake stuff. Everything, every single second, every minute that I am in a trade or considering a trade will be posted on this YouTube channel. And eventually, when we're getting really good results, it's all going to be here, showing the struggles and the entire journey from the beginning. So I appreciate everyone joining. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. EST. Hopefully we can catch our first win. It's coming soon. I feel it. We're learning a lot.